I'm filming this video as like a mukbang Q&A, so I thought I'd start with breakfast. I wasn't really feeling like going to McDonald's or something like that, so I've got a selection of breakfast bits here. I've got some chocolate Weetabix minis, which I feel like just remind me of my nan. I don't know why. And then I've got a selection of bagels. So I am the only one eating this stuff. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get through it all. Just butter, peanut butter, Biscoff spread to die for. And then I've just got some orange juice because as this is a pregnancy Q&A, we can talk all about this, but I am on iron tablets and I have to take orange juice with it to absorb it into my body. And then finally, we've got a smoothie. So this is a banana, pineapple and strawberry smoothie. That's so good. So I just thought we could sit and chill. I'll eat my breakfast and we can go through the questions. So I asked you guys yesterday to send me in some questions, and I'm not being funny. We've got like literally loads, like so many. Obviously I'm not going to be able to get through them all, but I'm just going to go with the ones that were most frequently asked. I don't really know how you film this because I don't like speaking with my mouth full. But first things first, let's take my iron tablet so I don't forget. Oh, also please do mind if there's like mess in the background. That's the bar area and that's just whatever, and it's still got my 21 balloon up, although my birthday was like 3 weeks ago now. And my appearance, we're just going to move past that, it doesn't matter. It's only, oh, it's actually 20 past 11. I thought it was late, I thought it was earlier than that. So my first question is, how long have I got left? Wishing you all the best and happiness. Oh, thank you. So I am actually currently 33 weeks pregnant, so that means I've got 7 weeks left. 4 weeks till I'm classed as full term, and I can't wait. I've literally, since I've hit my 3rd trimester, kind of hit a brick wall, and if I don't seem very energetic in this video, that is why. Literally the past couple of nights I cannot physically sleep, I can't get comfortable, everything aches, I'm getting swollen, like, and obviously my iron being low, which is why I have to take the iron tablets, really does not help. Like, my energy levels are literally at an all-time low. But, you know, it's all part and parcel. Everything will be worth it. And, yeah, I'm just so excited to have Bubba here now. Like, it feels like 7 weeks in, like, real life feels like ages away. But 7 weeks in pregnancy is like, oh my god, that's really soon. Considering I'm week 33 and I've only got 7 weeks left, it seems to be coming around really, really quickly. Although this, I don't know how to explain it, this year has gone really quick. But I haven't really been counting the year, I've just been counting down the days till I'm gonna have my baby, which has kind of made this year go so quickly. And I'm just thinking like I'm busy every week until I go off on maternity, and then I'm on maternity. Like, I've got 3 weeks left at work and I'm dying to finish. 7 weeks left and I'm more than ready. I feel like I'm going to be one of those people though that literally, like, the most pregnant you can be, because I'll probably end up having to get induced because the baby won't be coming. I feel like that is going to be me. I'd love more than anything to be early, but I just don't think that's going to happen. So I did say this Q&A to be about anything, but obviously the questions were literally 99.9% about babies, so sorry if you're not here for that. But so of course I've had loads of questions about baby's name, whether that's how we're deciding it, have we got a name, was it hard to pick it, did we have any girls' names? I feel like I've answered this before, but I will answer it again. We do have a name. We've had a name since the start. We had one boy name and one girl name. Obviously the boy name we've picked is the name of the baby. And I've had loads of questions asking when I will reveal the baby name, and that would just be when he's born. It's not like some big secret. Like, if somebody asked me what it was, then I would tell them, if that makes sense. I just haven't like announced it, but I'm not one of those people like, oh, I'm not going to tell anyone. But yeah, I have dropped some hints here and there. I have actually had quite a few people ask me to do the baby names I love but won't be using video. I'm not really going to do that, but yeah, the other boy name we really liked was Ralph, so like little Ralphie, and we really like the name Theo for boys. But the name that we have chosen, we just decided that was it. Like, from I reckon we've had this name picked out from about 12 weeks. We've had it since, I know we've had it before the gender reveal because we had it on a balloon His middle name will be a family name. I feel like it's always really nice to do that, and it's very meaningful to me. I always knew that I wanted to do this with my son if I ever had a son. So another question I get all the time was the pregnancy planned. Now, I have explained this before. It was always in our plans to have a baby, like within this next year. So we had this conversation end of last year. We've been together 5 years now, and it was in our plans to fall pregnant at some point. In an ideal world, we would have liked to get a house first, but it's fine. Like, everything happens for a reason. We've been on the house journey. We're putting the house on hold until we're settled with the baby, because I didn't want to be doing too many things at once. Obviously, we got engaged as well, so I just don't want to be bombarding our relationship all at once. So the house is on hold, and we're very lucky in the position that we're in, where we have somewhere to stay. But yeah, the pregnancy was planned, but not planned. Like, it was in the plans, but not so soon. But it was planned, if that makes sense. Does that even make sense? No, it was in the plans. We always knew that we wanted to have babies. We wanted it to happen soon, but it happened a lot sooner than expected, basically. A lot of people ask me, do I plan to vlog the birth? So I'm not going to vlog the actual birth because I'm actually really shitting myself as it is, which is another question. Are you scared about giving birth? A friend at work is pregnant and she's terrified. Yes, I'm actually terrified. Up until, like, again, the 3rd trimester, I was fine. Like, I didn't really think about it. But now it's coming closer and I'm hearing all these horror stories. I'm literally dreading it. And, like, my family history is, like, cesareans. And in an ideal world, I wouldn't like a cesarean. Obviously, I'll go with whatever happens, and I just want the baby out healthy and the best way possible, quickest way possible. So yeah, I'm not fussed about what happens, but I've never been in hospital, so that overwhelms me so much anyway. And it's really hard to explain because you've never done it before. Like, you don't know what to expect. Like, you can't plan it because you literally just don't know how your body's going to cope. I just have to keep telling myself I need to start hypnobirthing, which is something I really do want to do. Our bodies are made for this. We are meant to give birth. Everybody does it. Well, not everybody, but you know, it happens every day. It's not like I'm a random person that's going to be giving birth and it's never happened before. Like, get a grip, Liv. It will be fine, and just prepare yourself for the worst, okay? And in terms of labour, what I'm planning on doing is I would like, I think, an epidural. That's where I'm at the moment. So yeah, my pain threshold isn't very high, I'm not gonna lie. So back to whether I'm gonna vlog the birth. I feel like I'm gonna vlog all around it, but I'm not gonna get Connor with the camera vlogging him coming out my vagina, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll vlog as much as I can, but it's not gonna be when I'm pushing out the baby. Another question I got quite a lot is about my hospital bag and whether I've packed it. This guy said, I'm 33 weeks pregnant, have you done your hospital bag? Because I have no clue. So I have got a video coming up on that as well. I haven't actually done it yet, but I've got all the stuff ordered, so it should be here soon. I did actually do that this morning, so that's exciting. But yeah, I will talk through it all once it's there. I kind of screen recorded myself online doing it. I've done it online because I thought, well, I went to Southampton the other day and I thought I'd do it then, but I could not carry all the stuff. This order has also got all like the baby toiletry stuff, so like baby stuff, and then maternity pads, nipple cream, like just loads of those kind of things, like the necessity toiletry side of things. I've done it online, so I will do a video on that to fill you guys in on what I've been doing. I don't know if you guys get bored of, like, I don't know what the balance on my channel is. Like, I don't know if you guys would want to see that as like a dedicated video. I don't know, but then at the same time I also feel like, do people even want to watch my clothing hauls? Is there much point watching my clothing hauls if I'm pregnant in them and they're not pregnant? But obviously I don't buy maternity clothes, but do you know what I mean? So someone said, are you happy you chose to find out the baby's gender? And yes, 100%. My friend, who's literally, we're a week apart, she's a week ahead of me, they don't know the gender, and it's killing me. Like, I don't know how they're coping. Well, they're not very well. But I've loved being able to buy things for a boy now, rather than all neutral stuff. Like, there's only so much neutral stuff you can get, and yes, it is cute and stuff, but I've loved being able to, and like, get things personalised. Like, I don't know if you've seen, I'll insert a picture. I got some like bunting for the baby's room, and I could get his name on it, and I've just ordered some like little personalised clothing, which I'm so excited about. I have so many questions about like, can I do like a clothing haul as well? I have got a video coming up with Connor. We've been waiting to do this video for a while, but I think I can just include like all the clothing in the like nursery tour, I suppose. So yeah, we're really happy we found out the gender, and it kind of just, I don't know, it feels a bit nice that I can be like, oh, he's my little baby boy, or if it was a girl, my little baby girl, rather than it. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't know what it is, and I hated calling it an it. So I'm happy I can call him a he. When will I travel first with the baby? So we're actually planning on going on holiday next May. Like I said, my friend is a week ahead of me, and we're planning on going a little family holiday. Nowhere too far, probably like Spain, Greece, Turkey, something like that. And yeah, our bubbas will be how many months old? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 9 months old. So yeah, I think that'd be really nice and really cute. And everyone says to go whilst they're like babies, because they can't really do much. But I don't know how they'll be at 9 months. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine. Everybody does it. I'm not going to be restricting myself to things that I want to do just because I've got a baby. I don't think there's any need for that. I'm still young. Obviously in moderation. But I mean, I don't do anything crazy as it is. Oh my god, someone asked me when I lost my virginity. Okay, I think the most common question I have got has been, what's been the hardest thing about pregnancy? So, I feel like pregnancy is different for everyone, and I feel like for me, the worst part of pregnancy, I mean, at the time, I would probably have said my morning sickness. That was horrendous. I remember saying to my mum, I'm never having a baby ever again, because I was so ill. I was throwing up like 3, 4, 5 times a day. Couldn't keep anything down. I lost so much weight. I almost lost a stone. I just felt so ill, and because you're in that phase where you haven't told anyone really, and you're still having to go to work, I was just not well. I had to tell my manager in the end, obviously, because I was just throwing up left, right and centre. And where I work, we've only got one toilet. I think people probably could have guessed what was going on. I was like telling people I've probably got some sort of stomach condition or something. And it's just funny. It's just funny thinking back. But that was horrendous, and my energy levels were just like 0. I was so tired. I was sleeping loads. But second trimester, honestly, is the best I've ever felt in myself ever. I felt so happy and energized and good about myself. And then we hit third trimester, and somehow I've started gaining pounds like there's no tomorrow. I'm getting swollen, I get puffy. I feel like I've got quite a lot of water retention, especially in my legs. Like, my legs aren't swollen, but like when I have socks on or something, it will leave like an indent in my leg, and it just makes me feel like I'm chubby. And it is. What was that noise? I think it's the one next door. Oh my god, I absolutely just shit myself. I think the thing is with pregnancy, people don't really talk about the bad things because they feel bad to talk about the bad things, because they don't want to seem ungrateful, or they don't want to come across as if they're moaning. And I completely get that, because I know I am so lucky to be in this position, and I'm more than grateful, and I literally count my blessings every single day. Like, me and Connor talk about it all the time, how lucky we are. Like, some people can't even fall pregnant. Some people have miscarriages, abortions. Like, I couldn't think of anything worse. I generally thought I was going to struggle getting pregnant, purely because I've always had like really, not heavy periods, but I've always had problems with my period. Like I used to faint from the pain and stuff, and I thought that might have meant I had something wrong with my ovaries, or I just thought that I was going to struggle being pregnant, and that to me is like one of the scariest things ever, like not being able to have kids, because I've always known I wanted kids. I've always known I wanted to be a young mum, and I don't know, I just can't wait to be a mum. I feel like since being pregnant I'm just a completely different person. I've like fallen into myself. I don't know if that makes sense, but like even I was watching back videos yesterday from last year, and I just look different. I am different. I'm different in myself. I'm different in how I look, obviously, but I just feel like I've really like grown up this past year, and I feel really good about it. Like I feel like I'm actually just me. Like this is the life I want to be in. This is how I want my life to be. But yeah, I have really found, and I'm not afraid to talk about it, because I know a lot of people are in the same boat. And when I posted my Instagram story the other day about how I was feeling, I had so many messages of people in the same boat saying thank you so much for sharing how you're feeling, because it makes me feel really good that someone else is in the same boat as me. People don't really talk about the bad things. So the good, the bad, the ugly, I'm here to tell you it all. It's very draining. Obviously carrying around an extra 4 pounds on your stomach, which is how much baby weighs apparently according to my app today, 33 weeks, is hard. And I'm not gonna lie, I have not got the biggest frame, so it's literally, I feel like my back is bending in half. Like I can't walk properly, and also it doesn't help that I fell over on holiday and I think I've really damaged my coccyx. If people don't know what that is, it's the bone at the bottom of your spine, so I can't really sit down properly, and walking just, I feel like everything is just like stuck. And sleeping, I've had quite a few people ask me if I've struggled sleeping, and this last night, for example, I've been awake since 3 a.m. I was up 3 a.m. till 6 a.m. and then I slept till 8, because I just cannot physically get comfortable. Everything just aches. You're not meant to lay on your back, so I get really paranoid about that, because when you lay on your back in that position, basically obviously all the weight is on your spine, which can lead to backaches and stuff like that, but it also can cut off like the blood circulation to the placenta or something. So you're really not going to sleep on your back, so I get really paranoid. Like normally when I sleep on my side and my back, and I alternate throughout the night, but I get really paranoid that I'm going to end up sleeping on my back and something's going to happen to the baby. But then obviously when you're on your side for so long, everything is on like that weight, and you can literally feel everything. Like it's just so heavy, and yeah, it's kind of like just spinning your spine, I suppose. And yeah, it's exhausting because you're not getting sleep because of that. It's exhausting because it's exhausting as it is. Being on your feet as well. Like it's honestly like being an old person. Being on my feet too long has been a problem. All I can say is just enjoy the second trimester, because you are not going to be feeling any better than you do in the second trimester. I feel like it's different for everyone, but I've found a lot of people have been in the same boat as me. Obviously I said like my friend is a week apart and she's feeling exactly the same, and I've really got emotional. Like my hormones are crazy at the moment. Like I cry all the time. I think it's just a mix of things, of being so exhausted and feeling like my body's changing, and trying to accept the fact that I know it's normal and I know it's gonna happen, and it's good. We're growing a child, like we're growing a baby, we're feeding a baby, like it's amazing, but it is hard to look in the mirror and see like, oh my god, my face is so round, and being paranoid about like people looking at you, because that is another question I got, is do people look at you, do people stare at you when you're pregnant? And honestly, so many people look at you everywhere I go, kind of like everyone's staring at you, because people just look at your bump. Like they'll look at your face and then they'll look at your bump, and that will literally be your life when you're pregnant, like just strangers. But yeah, I just get really insecure about people thinking, whoa, she looks big. Like I just don't like the thought of that, and I know I'm pregnant and I know I am not that big. Like some people really do get big, and for 33 weeks, I mean, I feel really big, but yeah, like literally my back just standing up like that, no. Oh. And the thing that I'm finding hard is working at the moment, because I don't want to seem like I'm complaining, and I don't want to be that kind of like person that's like really like being dramatic about being pregnant, but it is draining and it is exhausting, and I can't do as much as I need to do at work because of it. So yeah, that's kind of stressing me out. Everything's kind of just like getting on top of me at the moment, because I just don't feel like myself. And obviously with my iron being low, I'm literally just like, am I even awake? Like, I feel like even now I just don't seem very present. I don't know, I don't feel present, I just feel like exhausted. I just want you all to know it is normal to feel like that, and it's okay. You can talk about it, you can talk to me about it if you want. But it is normal to feel like that, and I do get pins and needles all the time, which is really weird. Like, when I sleep, I always wake up with pins and needles in just my left hand. But yeah, like I said, I've been getting swollen as well. My hands like puff out when I get really hot, and it's normally when I wake up my hands are like puffy. So that's also really weird. Like, it's just weird not being like your body being so different. So yeah, I suppose the hardest thing I've found is, I don't know, I can't choose between the sickness or this stage that I'm in now. But yeah, I literally just sit and cry, and I know I can be really snappy as well, and I really don't mean to be, but like, oh, I just get irritated. So I really am sorry to Connor. He's being an absolute angel, which again was another question, is how has Connor been since I've been pregnant? And honestly, it's so nice to see how they adapt. Like, it's like their paternal instincts kick in, and he's been the most loving, amazing, caring, patient person with me ever. Like, he's always like, do you want me to get you a drink? Do you want me to do this for you? Don't worry about this, don't worry about that, you're pregnant, don't stress. Like, he's been like, if I'm like, oh babe, I really fancy this, so he'll go get it for me. He'll actually go get it. And I've been really needy. I've been really, really needy since I've been pregnant. I mean, I'm quite a needy person as it is. I just love being with my boyfriend, my fiance, as it is. But I really felt like, especially the last few weeks, like the last few weeks, I've been so needy because I've just been so like drained. That's the only way I can describe it, is like drained. But yeah, Connor has been an absolute angel, and I cannot wait to see him be the best dad ever. He's got all the traits in a person that I'd want to be a role model for my child. So I am so excited to see him grow and be the best dad. Stretch marks. I had a few questions about stretch marks. I haven't actually got any stretch marks on my stomach yet. Not really on my boobs either, but I did have a few on my boobs anyway. To be fair, I haven't really got any on my boobs. It's just all around my bum area, and like, yeah, my bum area. I did have loads on my bum anyway, because I don't know. So it hasn't really made a difference to me. But yeah, I'm currently using the Mama Mio tummy oil and tummy butter, because I feel like I can feel like my belly is popping at the moment, like the past few weeks. And my skin's getting a bit tighter, and like ligaments, I can feel like, because they're so achy, I can feel that all happening. So I'm using that religiously, and I will let you know post-pregnancy whether it worked. I have used a lot of oils and moisturizers on my belly, but I don't know if that's the reason. I feel like I've read loads of times that it doesn't matter if you use it, like it's genetic really. If your skin's going to stretch and have stretch marks, then it will. Pregnancy cravings, and that has been ice. I spoke about this in my misguided haul, but I literally have been living for ice, which I didn't actually realise was a sign of iron deficiency, which is obviously what I've got. So that's crazy. Maybe that's why. Oh, a question about the wedding. What kind of style of wedding dress do you think you'll end up going for? So, and I also got questions, when do we plan on getting married? I spoke about this in one of my vlogs. We plan on getting married in May 2021. Just because we want a year with the baby, a year with the little bubba, and that's all we think about rather than stressing about a wedding. I feel like next year would be way too soon to get married, so we're going to go the year after. And then by the time I'm back at work, it would be a year till the wedding. So yeah. And dress wise, I think something lacy, girly. I've got loads saved on my Pinterest. I know the kind of vibe I want. I don't want anything puffy. That's not me. Just something nice and elegant and lacy and slim fitting. And yeah, I'm so excited to get married. I can't wait. I can imagine your pregnancy has made your followers boom. Full-time YouTube for work soon. So you've been following me for a while, you know this is not my job. It's my dream to be a job, but it's not. And if you have been following me for a while, you will have noticed over the past few months or so, my channel has literally grown. Well, not so much my channel, more my Instagram, but my YouTube channel as well. I would love to do this full time. I'm hoping to be able to carry on building my YouTube whilst I'm on maternity. That's what I really do want to focus on, because I'm going to have more time to do it. I'm going to be at home investing more time into my YouTube, and I would love to be able to do it. That would be my goal. But then on the other side of things is we are wanting to get a mortgage and stuff next year, and being self-employed, you have to be registered as self-employed for a certain amount of time before you can get a mortgage. And I wouldn't, if I want a mortgage next year, I don't know if that would be possible. So I don't know at this point what I'm going to be doing or where I'm going to be at. But yeah, we'll see. It is definitely working out a lot more than it was previous. Like, I am getting more of an income, I suppose. Like, I've never really had an income from YouTube, but now I'm kind of part of some contracts and stuff like that. So that's really, really good, and I'm really, really grateful for it. I love doing my YouTube, and I love being honest and open and me, and just like normal. My dream and my goal is to do this full time, and I would love it more than anything in the world, especially if I'm off on maternity, because maternity pay, guys, I am not gonna lie, is absolutely appalling. If I can get some extra income from YouTube, then that would be amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna finish my breakfast mukbang here. I mean, we've almost finished the smoothie. We didn't finish the cereal and I ate one bagel, but that's okay. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I didn't want it to be too structured. I just want it to be chilled. Sorry if I've rambled and it's a long video, but I don't know. I feel like these things need talking about, and I like to be honest. Like I keep saying, I'm loyal, babe. I'm honest, babe. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. We'll hopefully be having more content up as soon as possible. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.